the engineer who stayed in the shadows. You'll learn how honest skill quietly outlives loud claims. Storyteller Alex Mercer. I want to tell you about a night in 1884 when two men stood in a cramped New Jersey lab, the air thick with hot oil and ambition. One of them would soon shine in every history book. The other would almost vanish. Yet both shaped the way we live today. Thomas Edison leaned against a workbench, sleeves rolled, eyes on a young Serbian immigrant who was winding copper wire with surgeon-steady fingers. Nikola Tesla had been in America only a year. He spoke little, but his hands spoke for him. Edison studied the strange coil and smiled the way a chess master smiles when the board tips his way. "Tesla," he said, "if you can improve my dynamos and save me the cost of rebuilding, there's $50,000 in it for you." Tesla's fingers paused. In today's money, that promise was well over $1 million. He nodded once and went back to winding. For the next 12 months, Tesla arrived before sunrise and left after midnight. He redesigned 24 generators, cut their power loss almost in half, and saved Edison a fortune in fuel and materials. When the last machine hummed perfectly, he wiped his hands and asked for the money. Edison laughed, the laugh of a man who keeps the spotlight by habit. "Tesla," he said, "you don't understand our American humor." No contract had been written, so no cash changed hands. Edison walked into the next board meeting, showed the improved machines, and let the investors toast his genius. The newspapers printed his picture. Tesla's name never appeared. Inside the lab, the Serbian packed his tools into a cracked carpet bag and walked out into the dusk. He felt the burn of being used, but he also felt something else. Certainty that his mind could still build wonders, whether or not the world knew his face. He started a small shop on South Fifth Avenue and kept experimenting. Ideas turned into patents the way apples turn red in season. Radio, remote control, alternating current. Each invention solved a problem people hadn't yet named. Years later, at the Chicago World's Fair, Edison's direct current system needed thick cables, copper mountains, and a power plant every mile. Tesla's alternating current lit thousands of bulbs from one slim wire. The same reporters who had praised Edison now wrote headlines about Westinghouse and the safer, cheaper new system. The public finally saw the quiet man's work, not because he grabbed credit, but because results shine when the hour is dark enough. Back in New York, Tesla kept a simple routine. He fed pigeons in the park and jotted equations on cafe napkins. When investors asked for more inventions, he showed up with blueprints, took the fee he needed to pay rent, and signed away the glory without a fight. He cared more about seeing the idea breathe than hearing his name spoken. Sometimes that cost him dearly. Other times it freed him to leap to the next vision, while the squabble over ownership rattled on without him. One winter evening, a young engineer named Catherine found him at the public library steps. She asked why he never defended his reputation. Tesla closed his notebook and answered in a voice soft as snow. "Credit is a coat that keeps others warm. If the coat is all they want, let them have it. I came for the snow itself, not the footprints I leave behind." He handed her a tiny motor the size of a teacup. When she connected it to a battery, it spun so fast the metal sang. No spark, no smell, almost no sound. In that hum, she understood what mattered. Ideas, like seeds, do not need the farmer's name carved on the field. They need soil, water, and time. Catherine later designed water turbines for villages in South America. She put Tesla's name on a small brass plate inside each unit, not out front. Children who got their first electric light at night never read the inscription, but the glow was proof enough that honest work travels farther than loud claims. Tesla died in a hotel room crowded with pigeon seed and yellowed drawings. The obituaries were brief. Yet today, every time you flip a switch, his principles spin behind the wall. Edison's name still sells nightlight bulbs in drugstores, but the grid that powers the city beats to Tesla's rhythm. The credit went one way. The future went another. So if you ever feel stuck polishing someone else's trophy, remember the engineer who stayed in the shadows. He kept building, not because the world applauded, but because the work itself was applause enough. Results have a stubborn memory. They may leave the room quietly, yet they always circle back brighter than any headline. Summary: taking credit you didn't earn is a short-term spotlight. Doing the work you believe in is a long-term current. Trust the quiet hum of good ideas. History remembers usefulness far longer than it remembers who shouted first. Keep building, keep sharing, and let time be the honest judge.